Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, the course is Marketing Management. MBA Year 2 first semester.
Yes, sir.
Normally there are two groups. One group starts at 7:30 to 9:25. The other group starts at 10:30 to 12:25. What we have done conveniently over the past 5 or 6 years is that we combine them. So they will combine to do finance. And then when they finish, they will combine to do marketing. We work on this arrangement. It has gone perfect for us. I want the course rep to meet with the second other course rep. Then together with the finance lecturer, we see how we can combine them.
Yes, sir.
So please work on this so that by the end of the week, you will tell us the progress you've made towards bringing the two classes together. Okay, now what we're going to do is that the course overview is given. My name is Professor Bedman. I'm located on the main campus, main UTBS campus. I'm in room 3. That is the rooftop. I have my email there. My telephone number is there. All this place, what I'll do is to look at the course delivery. What will I do? I'll give you lectures, do PowerPoint presentations. There may be 1 or 2 cases which you may have to understand. There may also be field or project work. I don't know which one I'll give now. But make sure that you know of our policy, so don't plagiarize. The way to assess you have to do your presentations for me. Then there will be a term project. And then let's see what happens. The university says that we can grade you. The IAs you will do can take up to 60% of the mark. So it means that we have an opportunity to do 60-40. The main exam will be 40. The continual assessment will be 60. Or you can also have a situation where I will do 50-50. The examination will be 50 marks. The IAs will be 50 marks. That option is also available to us. The main textbook we use is called Keller and Kotler. Kotler and Keller. From 2016 up, it's called Marketing Management, published by Pearson. Kotler and Keller, or Keller and Kotler, whichever we are talking about. It's Marketing Management. Pearson did the publications. There's another one I add, which is by Hollison, but it's just for some courtesies. A guy came to our department to support us last 2 years. He came as a visiting lecturer, a visiting professor, and he has a book. So we had to list the book as one of the recommended texts. But seriously, we will not read anything in Hollison. So when you have Kotler and Keller, 2016 and above, the marketing management, that's okay. That's a textbook we'll use. Some of the things we'll do, we understanding marketing and then the marketing management. We understand the marketing environment. We look at laying the grounds for strategic marketing planning. We look at dealing with the competition. Then we look at market segmentation, targeting and positioning. Then we go to product decisions, pricing decisions, promotion decisions, and place decisions. There may be implementation of our marketing plan, and then budgeting and controlling. These are some of the topics we will be doing within this period. And the course is called Marketing Management. On the regular MBA, since 2005, I've taught marketing management alone on the regular MBA. On the executive MBA, I've also taught marketing management. On the weekend MBA, there are 4 classes, so normally I share with my colleagues. And I've been the main man for marketing management. Comment, questions, contributions, expectations before we jump to the course. Comments, contributions, expectations. What do you expect? What are your expectations on this program? What do you want to get? So that it will help me in my delivery. Anybody with a comment? Where are the people?
We are here, sir.
Who is the course rep?
I am, sir.
You are the course rep. What's the name?
I'm Theophilus Edu, sir.
Theophilus.
Yes,
What
sir.
is your class size? What's your class size?
Sir, please, we are yet to know because some have deferred and then some are joining in. So we are yet to
So
get.
far, there are only 24 people here.
Yes, sir.
Now it has even dropped to 23. Because, like I said, the other class, there were about 63. Every year we've combined group 1 and group 2. And manageable. It's always around 100 more.
Oh.
So I can see that the number here can go up to about 30. And that will be all. So maximum you'll be about 100 students for the 2 groups. Yes, you're only 23. So tell me, what are your expectations?
Best of tuition, and then we expect to have a little practical. And then your style of teaching too will be something we'd always relish if it's okay. But please, we keep losing you halfway when you speak.
Okay, don't worry. When I relax more in my chair, then you are losing me. I won't relax. Yes, for 2 hours I'll be sitting stiff.
Oh, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah, that is normally anytime I relax, the students say they miss me. They miss my voice.
Oh, okay.
So it's not only your class. During lectures, I normally don't relax. I sit in a particular.
And then, sir, please, we also appreciate it if you can give us the course, the lecture notes ahead of time so we can revise and contribute in class if it's something.
Okay. Thank you. And any other contributions, any other expectations? Any other contributions, any other expectations?
Okay, sir. Base, good morning.
Good morning. What's the name?
Christian Safo.
Christian Safo.
Yes, Doc. So
Yes.
I am expected to have a clear understanding of the course at the end of the semester.
A clear understanding of marketing. Okay.
Yes.
Well, that one I can guarantee you. You get an understanding of what marketing is all about. at
The
the
whole
end of the
thing
course.
is marketing management.
Yes, you got to really understand what marketing management is all about.
Okay, Doc. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Elegan. Elegan.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Elegan. What are you expecting?
Yeah, I'm also expecting to get a clear understanding of marketing management and a practical understanding of how to use marketing in our daily business, or how to apply it in our daily business and lives.
Thank you, Elegan. I can see here if I'm Quatin.
Yes, sir.
Yes, if
So I'm expecting to know what marketing is all about and to understand it better by the end of the course.
she wants to understand what marketing is all about at the end of the semester. Well, definitely that is why I'm here, and that's why you are here. I need to teach what marketing is all about. And I hope that at the end of the day, you will agree that marketing is an interesting course, as if you understand it. Gifty O2.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Yes.
Okay, so
What are your
please, my expectation. Okay, so my expectation is to know more about marketing, the modern trends that we have, and how that can.
Okay, Gifty, thank you so much. So it's all about the expectations, what marketing is all about, and getting a clear understanding of what marketing management is. On my part, my expectation is that the students will be regular for classes. They will do all the assignments. And during the period when we have online, they will not open their system for outside noise. In other words, during lectures, they will mute themselves. It is only when they want to ask a question that they can unmute themselves. So these are simple ground rules that we all hope to use to enjoy the course. Thank you so much. I will move on straight into what I want to do, my marketing management. What is it all about? I normally start my lecture by looking at what my objectives for doing this course will be, to help people understand the role of marketing in an organization, to help them understand the task of marketing managers or marketing people. They also leave this place with major concepts and tools of marketing. They will understand what we call the marketplace orientations. Then, maybe one important thing also will be to look at marketing's response to new challenges. There are new challenges. How is marketing responding to it? How is the company responding to the new challenges? Above all, by the end of the course, I hope to have provided you with the skills to be able to design a marketing strategy for your business, a marketing plan for your business. For me, that is my core aim for doing this course. All right, so that will be my first objective. This is the objectives that the course seeks to achieve. Then I begin rolling my course by looking at the new economy. What we mean by new economy? What are the characteristics of a new economy? In the new economy, when marketers are talking about the new economy or the knowledge economy, they are talking about an economy with an increase in buying power. Now, in that kind of economy, it's the consumers that dictate what must go on in the market, not the buyers or suppliers. No. Now, consumers have increased buying power. They have increased buying power because they have higher incomes or good incomes, and they know what they want. They have knowledge about what they want. It's very difficult not to listen to them. There's also a greater variety of goods and services. In the new economy, there's no shortage. Everything you have is available. So anytime you want to buy MTN credit, credit must be available for you to buy. That's simple. Then there's greater amount of information about practically anything. Now the search engines are there. Just collect the details of what you want, put them there, and all the information you are looking for. That is also another feature of the new economy. There's also greater ease in interacting and placing as well as receiving orders. You can easily interact with your customers. You can place the order, and the order can be delivered to you pretty well. I assume that this is the ideal situation, but not a Ghanaian situation. In the ideal situation, you can stay at the comfort of your bedroom and order anything. It will be delivered to you. Once you're happy with it, you pay for it. But in the Ghanaian economy, no. The ease in interacting, placing, and receiving orders is just on paper. Therefore, our grandmothers will have to travel to Techima, go and order 10 bags of maize. And they'll sit in the same car and come to Accra and upload or offload their maize themselves. That is clearly an economy where interacting, receiving, and placing orders is a constraint. And we all know why interactions, placing, and receiving orders is a major tax in Ghana. Lack of trust. Look, if the woman in Techima sends a mail, yes, it's delivered in Accra, I should not get the money. Clearly, that is what the new economy is all about. Then about the ability to compare notes on products and services. People can easily compare notes. They can go on the net, search for every product they are looking for, and compare the notes on that product with other products. So before people buy, they are well informed before they decide to buy. So this is the environment within which modern marketing operates. I'm going to operate in an environment where people are knowledgeable, they have money, they can compare notes. Clearly, this environment, how then do I do my marketing? So you ask yourself, what is this marketing? Marketing is therefore a social process by which individuals and groups obtain what they need and want through creating, offering, and freely exchanging products and services of value with others. What it means that when you're defining marketing, you're saying that it's a process by which individuals and groups obtain what they need and want through creating and exchanging value with others. That is what this marketing is all about. Or you can say that it's a process by which individuals and groups obtain what they need and want through creating and exchanging products and value with others. More simply, marketing is the delivery of customer satisfaction at a profit. You know what your customer is. Marketing is your ability to satisfy that customer at a profit. So simply, marketing is the delivery of customer satisfaction at a profit. Whatever you are delivering to the customer, you must be the expert in delivering that, and it should also come to you at a profit. Otherwise, why are you doing that business? But profit will always remain an important part of marketing, even though it is not the ultimate. Now, from what I've said, the ultimate goal of marketing is customer satisfaction. I repeat again. The ultimate goal of marketing is not profit. It's not shareholders. It's about customer satisfaction. So marketing is simply growing customers profitably. That is what Peter Drucker, that's what he said about marketing. Drucker says that marketing is about growing customers profitably. And if marketing is about growing customers profitably, then how does a marketing system, a simple marketing system look like? That is the next slide. This is what a simple marketing system looks like. You have an industry which is on the left. That is a collection of sellers. And you have a market which is on the right. That's a collection of buyers. So marketing is about the industry on one hand, and then the market on the other hand. Now, what you see is that the industry, they send goods and services to the market. And then they receive money in return. That is when an exchange is said to have occurred. That I send my goods to the market, I receive cash for them. That's also okay. Then look at what the industry does. The industry communicates with the market and gets information in return. Yes, I've seen hands up. Thank you. Dennis. Two
Hello,
people
Prof.
have their hands up. Yes.
Prof, please,
Yes, I saw your hand up. Or is that not you?
The screen you're sharing is the course online.
Prof, I think there are two
That's what I
Dennises.
can see.
That's not me.
Yeah, what?
I think there's another Dennis. I didn't raise my hand.
Oh, you didn't raise your hand.
No, Prof.
But are you the screen I'm sharing? Which screen am I sharing?
The one I'm seeing here is a course online.
Oh, the course online.
Yes, please.
No, I've gone into the marketing course. Sorry. Then let's get that one off. Are you seeing the PowerPoint?
Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
So,
thank you, sir.
So now it's okay for everybody.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Okay, so we are saying that yes, this is how a simple marketing system looks. An industry, which is a collection of sellers, a market, which is a collection of buyers. They send goods, industry sends goods and services to the market, gets money in return. They communicate with this market and get information in return. This is a simple marketing system. All right, so let's jump from here and go to the scope of marketing, what marketers do. A lot of people think that marketers only sell. They sell goods and services. That's what marketing does. Yes, in marketing, there's always the need to sell, but marketing is bigger than selling. In marketing, what we do is that we market places. So a place like Kakum Park, marketers will sell that place. Dubai has been marketed as a center for tourism. And it was designed with marketing in mind. The integration of good resorts, good shopping, good hotels, good restaurants come together to give you a total package in marketing. We also market properties. Yes, buildings, estate, houses are all things that marketers do market. Organizations, we also market organizations. These organizations are like Red Cross. You know, Red Cross doesn't sell anything on the market. but they generate billions simply because they have marketers who design excellent messages for them to woo their customers. Then again, you also have information. For example, MTN may want to know how the youth are using their mobile phones so they can design an appropriate package for them. Yes, marketers will collect this information, hand them to MTN, so MTN can actually do their job. Ideas. People have wonderful ideas. They go around, market them for people. I have no problem with people who are marketing ideas. In Ghana, there's an industry called motivational speakers. Right from the word go, people who have just graduated from the university, no experience, are saying that they have become motivational speakers. How? To be a motivational speaker, you should be somebody with a lot of experience so that you can share the experience. Not somebody who is looking for a job, hasn't found one, and decide to create a job for himself. Kotler, yes. Sam Jonah, yes. These are people who have worked. They've seen it all. So it's worth listening to their experiences about how they made it. So if you want to go into the motivational speaking industry, then you must have something to share. Goods and services. Yes, marketers will market goods and services. That's what everybody knows. But look, event organizing is becoming a major marketing issue now. All over the world, event organizing is always a marketing issue. But here, it has become the issue. It used to be the issue of politicians. Then they found out that no, let's call marketers and let's make them event organizers. So today, marketers are behind events that are organized in the country. I supervised somebody's long essay, and her title was Managing Risk Associated with Event Organizations. Well, first time I met her, she was confident she knows what she was going to do, and she has a good reason to do it. So she studied event organizations and the risks that are involved with organizing the events. And everybody understands him or her. Clearly, marketing is all about marketing persons, human beings. Now, politicians must listen carefully. Marketers are behind the political strategies of companies or political parties. Why do you want to be a politician? Yes, you want to rule by insults instead of by marketing. Clearly, marketing is also about managing or marketing persons, individuals. Now, you take an individual, and marketers can turn him around. One of the things we tell them is not to overpromise and underdeliver. If they can underdeliver and overpromise, that will give them success. Politicians in our part of the world can only promise but not deliver. And it cuts across the divide. But the one I know most is the 2016, where I listened, Nanado said, 2016, then the money is here. Why should we go abroad and borrow? Then Baumia also said, oh, when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. Wonderful ideas. People believe 4 years down the line, 2020, go ask them how they struggle to win. They lost almost 60 of their MPs. Clearly, it was due to overpromise. And I'm happy that since then, I'm not hearing one village, one dam again. Not them alone. Take John Mahama. John Mahama says that when he comes to power, that was around 2012, he will build 200 secondary schools. Look, since independence, how many secondary schools do we have? And if you have 4 years, you build 200 of them. Before he left office, he built about 50. It's an excellent job, but because he said 200, people felt that he didn't live by his promise. Marketers are teaching persons that, look, under promise and over deliver. That is what will win you. If you over promise and you under deliver, no matter you struggle with the people, because they would say that you don't fulfill what you promise. Clearly, this is the scope of marketing. We do so many things for business. Now, if you really want to understand what marketing is, Kotler has given us a simple model for understanding marketing. And he says that the first plan is to understand the marketplace, customer needs and wants. You understand the marketplace, and in understanding the marketplace, you understand customer needs and wants. Once you understand the needs and wants, you then design a customer-driven marketing strategy to satisfy the needs and wants you found. And then you construct an integrated marketing program that delivers superior value. The marketing program is how you're going to use, what you're going to use to implement the strategy. Then you build profitable relationships and create customer delight. Marketing is about creating profitable relations with your customers. Once you create relations with the customers, you've entangled them so that they will not go away. So one way to keep customers for life is to build strong relationships with them. And then you capture value from customers to create profit and customer equity. Once you know what you want, once you've achieved them, then what you need to do is that you need to capture value from the customers through what we will say is customer equity. I'll explain customer equity. These are the 5 building blocks which Kotler says you must understand if you want to understand the marketing process. We'll pick each of them and understand them. And he says that the first building block of marketing is to understand the marketplace. When you want to understand the marketplace, the things you must understand are needs, wants, products or offering, value and satisfaction, then exchange. Needs occur when customers show a state of felt deprivation of some basic necessities. When you feel deprived of basic necessities, you are expressing a need. If you feel hungry, if you feel thirsty, if you feel you have no roof over your head, you are expressing a need. Now, economics people will tell you, that wants are higher order needs. In other words, we need food, but we want a car, because you can live without it. So economics people will tell you that wants are higher order needs. Marketers will tell you that, look, wants are the methods people use to satisfy their needs, not higher order needs. So if I am hungry, the method I use to satisfy my hunger is my want. And these methods will normally vary based on your needs and your culture. Now, let's look at ourselves here. Breakfast, what did we eat? Different things. So we talked about our wants, methods that we use to satisfy our hunger. Some people drank something, others ate something, others did not take anything at all. Clearly, we are different people. So wants are the methods people use to satisfy their needs. Product or offering, whatever you offer to the customer to satisfy his or her needs are products or offering. Then the products may come at a value. So you have value and satisfaction. Now, any product you offer comes at a cost. Anything you offer people comes at a cost. So the relationship between the benefits people will get and the cost of acquiring that is called value. Now, value occurs when there are more benefits than the cost. Then let's come down and try to understand what we mean by satisfaction. What do we mean by satisfaction? Can anybody explain to us what we mean by satisfaction in customer terms? Satisfaction in customer terms, what do we mean? Yes. What do we mean by, when we say customers are satisfied, what do we mean by that? Satisfaction.
Okay, so I'll say that they like the product and they feel this sense of fulfillment when they use your product. That's what satisfaction is.
So satisfaction is a sense of fulfillment from a product. Okay. Any other view? A TMO?
Okay, so is the fulfillment that one generates after using a product or enjoying a service, and the value attached to that usage.
So there is so much noise in your system, but I understood what you said. The feeling of fulfillment by after consumption of a product or service. Two more hands are up there. The two hands are there, but we can't see them. Yes, who are the people whose hands are up?
Please, when a customer.
Who is that, please?
Bismarck.
Yes, Bismarck.
So please, when the product meets the expectation of the customer.
When the product meets the expectation of customers. Okay. All right. Now, satisfaction and its meaning. You see, when customers buy a product, they have a prior expectation of how the product should perform. After they've bought the product, then there are some scenarios that could occur. Either the product will meet their expectations or will fall below their expectations. So satisfaction in marketing occurs when the product, the performance of the product meets the expectation of the customers. That is satisfaction. But since the product can also fail to meet the expectation of customers, we can also have dissatisfaction, where the product fails to meet the expectation of customers. But you can also have a situation where the product exceeds the expectation of customers. If the product exceeds the expectation of customers, then we have another name for it. What is that? If the product exceeds the expectation of customers, what is the name given to it? Yes, what is the name given to a product that exceeds the expectation of customers? Who is trying?
Say please, when the customer is delighted.
When the customer is delighted, that is when the product exceeds the expectation of customers, we say that they are delighted. So delighted comes in when customers have their needs met over and over. Now, what we say is when people are delighted, that is the biggest terminology in marketing today. Kotler says that you would have wowed the customer, exceeded the customer's expectations. It's not enough today for you to say that I am meeting the customer's expectations. No, it's not enough. Your biggest challenge is how to exceed the expectations of the customer. And excellent companies are just in the market to do that. Okay. Company orientation to the marketplace. I'm not going to worry myself about this. This is just undergrad. There's a terminology we call market orientation or customer orientation. This is a philosophy of doing business which places the customer at the center of all company activities. When we talk about market orientation, it's simply a philosophy of doing business by placing the customer at the center of all activities that the company does. In other words, everything the company wants to do, they start with the customer and end with the customer. And for market orientation to work, it sits on 3 pillars. Or for a firm to be market oriented implies that 1, they should be customer focused. If we say they should be customer focused, it means that they must consider the customer in everything they do in the business. At everything you do, you are asking, am I really meeting the needs of my customers? Then that would mean that you are customer focused. You can also be competitor focused, where the challenge is to find out what your competitors are doing for their customers, so you can also replicate and do the same or better for your customers. That is what we mean by competitor focus. Then interfunctional coordination. You see, the company is made up of different departments, different functional areas. How to bring all of them to deliver value to that customer is key. So interfunctional coordination occurs when the firm is able to bring all the divergent skills, departments they have, to be able to deliver value to the customer. These are the 3 philosophies of a market orientation culture. So when somebody tells you that my firm is practicing market orientation, all they tell you is that they are practicing the philosophy where the needs of the customer becomes paramount in our business. And we say that customer orientation can occur in 3 areas: customer focus, competitor focus, interfunctional coordination. Then the question is, how do you implement a customer orientation or market orientation culture in your firm? Let's assume that you own a pharmacy shop. You have a pharmacy shop in a community. What will you do in the community for the pharmacy, for the people to know that the pharmacy shop cares about them? Or they are in the center of the activities of the business. What will you be doing for this firm? Pharmacy shop. Let's hear people.
Outreaches.
Yes, what will you do?
Say an outreach, like organizing outreaches.
Outreaches to do what?
To educate the prevention of diseases, to also educate on medication taking, the effects of contraindications in drugs, and taking your drugs on time, for example.
All right, thank you. What's the name?
Priscilla, please.
Priscilla. Yes. One of the things that you can do to show customers in a community that your pharmacy shop cares about them is the customer education. So you can go on to periodic outreaches to talk about diseases and what you can do to minimize their occurrence on you. I agree with you perfectly. Customer education is very key. Then Bismarck.
Please, suggestion box.
You can put up a suggestion box.
Yes.
Well, That's okay. You just want to tell them that, look, you consider their views, the decision they make, the daily decisions. So you have a suggestion box for them. Fine. Then let's listen to Abu Hassan.
Well, say I'll
Abu wants to make a good point, but we can't hear him.
Of free checking of blood
okay,
pressure.
So
hello.
Say we want to talk about free screening.
Well, we are hearing you faintly. Hello. So can you repeat yourself? Abu, can Abu please repeat himself?
Well, I said I would introduce free. Okay, doctor. I would use BP, free blood pressure, and also free screening, checking of weight.
Okay, so free healthcare screening. You are going to periodically invite people to come and screen for certain ailments, BP, diabetes, GSA, all these things you can check them periodically for the citizen free of charge or at subsidized rates. This is one way you can use to tell the people that you care and you believe in customer orientation or market orientation. Okay, what else will you do? Donations and sponsorship. Periodically donate some of the medicines to the socially disadvantaged. I'm not saying physically disadvantaged, I said socially disadvantaged. So children, you can occasionally do some things to help them, give them dewormers. Then women, you can institute free antenatal care. Just do something for people to refer to you. You know, Vodafone used to have a program called, I think, the Vodafone Helpline. And it really saved a lot of lives. That is what we mean by the screening or the donation bit. The most important thing is that look at all the things that when you do will make people think that you care about them. So like we said, donations and sponsorships. Build valuable relationships with certain key members, core members like the assemblyman, like the DC, or the MP. Build relationship for them, with them, so that at least when your matter comes up, they will not overblow it. This is what market orientation is, and these are the pillars on which it stands, and these are the ways you can put market orientation into practice. It's not interesting, it's not difficult, but you should be in the class to listen to it. Almost every year, I said a question here. Even this year, those who wrote the exam 2 weeks ago, there's a question on market orientation in a pharmacy shop and what they can do to make it work. Again, the next phase of the blog, apart from understanding the marketplace, is to design customer-oriented marketing strategy. Customer-oriented marketing strategy. If you are doing a strategy, we'll do strategy in the 3rd lecture, God willing. But if you are doing a strategy, the whole thing is that you must know the current situation. And within the strategy, your aim is to segment the market, target, and position. So you have segmentation, targeting, and positioning. These are the things the strategy is based on. It's our lecture 5. So lecture 5 is segmentation, targeting, and positioning. We'll look at lecture 5, look at what segmentation, targeting, and positioning are. Again, once you are understanding marketing, at a phase, you have to design a marketing program. The program are the things that you use to implement the marketing strategy. So we call them the 4 Ps or the 7 Ps. Okay, so if you are designing a marketing program, then you have certain things in the marketing program which you have to make it clear. The 4 Ps or the 7 Ps. Now the 4 Ps is made up of the marketing mix. We call them the marketing mix or the 4 Ps. We have the product, we have the price, the promotion, and then the place. The product is what you're going to offer the people. The price is the cost at which they have to buy that thing. The promotion is the communication you are going to put forward. The place is the convenient locations you assign. Now you also have the 4 Cs. In the 4 Cs, product becomes customer solution because the product they are producing is a solution to the customer's problem. The customer cost. The price you are charging them is a cost to the customer, so it's also seen as a customer cost. Then from place, distribution is the customer convenience, placing the product at convenient places for them. And then promotion, which is the customer communication. When you are promoting your goods, you are communicating with customers about the desired qualities of the product. So you can call it the 4 Ps or the 4 Cs, but they are what you use to implement the marketing program. Then build valuable relationships. You know, the end of relationship marketing or the aim of relationship marketing is to build nets around customers so that they don't fall off. So it's a long-term plan that you design to hold on to customers. And we all know that when you hold on to customers for life, they become more profitable. So think about the long-term focus of the relationship. Think about what relationship marketing is all about. And think also about customer relationship management, the use of technology to help you build your relationship. So marketing is also about building valuable relationships, which will now bring profitability in the long run. Once you've done all this, then you need to capture value from your customers. So in capturing value from your customers, you should know certain things. The first thing you should know is the customer lifetime value. Marketing assumes that the longer you hold on to customers, the more profitable they become. So when you are capturing value from customers, you must think of building customers for life, holding on to customers for life, and then you can then capture your value from them. Think again about customer equity. The equity that sits in customers' mind is based on 2 major things. What we call the brand salience and then the brand relationships. Brand salience has 2 major legs: brand recognition and brand recall. If you want your brand to make name in customers' minds, then they should be able to recognize the brand when they see it. And then they should be able to recollect the brand from memory. As we are sitting here, when they say Ideal Milk, when you look at it, you recognize it. And then at certain times, you can recall Ideal Milk from memory. So brand equity is made up of brand salience. Brand salience has 2 components: recognition and recall. And then the other part of brand equity then is also about brand loyalty. People must learn to form relationship with the brand. One way they can form their relationship with the brand is to be loyal to the brand, where their loyalty will reflect in the volume they buy, as well as what they tell other people about the brand. So that's what brand equity is all about. Make sure that the brand has a salience and a resonance or a loyalty base. Yeah, so customer loyalty is the customer share. Make sure that You practice customer share rather than market share. In this country, most companies are practicing market share. Market share defines the proportion of customers you have, the number of customers you have. But market share is about the needs of the customers you are serving. Each customer, what percentage of needs are you serving? So if you have 1,000 customers and you are serving 10% of their needs, and somebody have 100 customers and is serving about 50 to 60% of their needs, you see what customer share is all about. Satisfy customers more. That is captured value from customers. Now see, this is how a traditional organizational chart looks like. Top management are there. Every organization has its top management. Like the University of Ghana have the VC, the Pro VCs. They are the top management. Then you have the middle management. Top management followed by the middle management. The middle management are the senior managers who are below the top. So in the University of Ghana, they become the provost and the deans. They become the middle management. Then the front line people are there. When we talk about the front line, we are talking about people who deliver service to the customer. And in our companies, we believe that the top management are the most important people. We also believe that the middle management are next. Those who have nothing, no power, are the frontline people. And then, as for the customers, we don't regard them at all. And I was training DVLA, their regional managers, one day. And I posed a simple question. A customer is having a transaction with you. Your MD calls you, what will you do? And let me say that by the majority view, all of them say that, yes, by majority view, all of them agree that they'll tell the customer to wait. They'll go and visit the boss, have the discussion with him before they come and continue with the customer. That is DVLA. I was also training a certain staff of a bank. I asked them, if they face that problem, what would they do? You are with a customer and your boss called you. In the bank, the opinion was different. They said that they will tell the boss to wait because there's a customer with them. And when they finish the customer, they will then go and see the boss. Now, how come that in DVLA, the regional manager said the customer must wait, they'll go and see the boss. But when I move to a bank, then the view is that the MD must wait to finish with the customer. Why is it that these views are different between the bank and DVLA? In DVLA, which is the public sector, it's assumed that you are doing the customer a favor. And so he must have the courage to wait. You want a license. I'm trying to help you get a license. You must have the patience to wait for me. I'm going to see my MD and come. And most of them are enjoying some monopoly kind of status. You won't get a service outside them. But that is not marketing. The customer is a king. Whether he's wrong or right, he's a king or a queen. His needs are the priority. So when we talk about this kind of belief, think if you really want to satisfy customers, then begin to go this way. Put the customers at the top, put the frontline people behind them, and then the middle management behind the front line, and the top management must down. And then have customers around Right? In other words, they must be also customer-oriented themselves. The one who is powerful must be the frontline person. Those of you who work in the bank, who have worked in the bank before, for the whole year, the MD may not have satisfied one customer, may not have delivered value to one customer. But when the bank is adjudged the best bank of the year, the MD is the #1 person to jubilate. He must create the environment for the frontline people to deliver to customers. That is what this chart is all trying to show. Put customers at the top because they are the most important reason why the business is there. Put frontline people as the next in that order. When I was teaching a certain group of companies, one of their staff asked me and said, "Lady, sir, if this is the structure itself we should use in the company, if it comes to salary, how should we share it?" Now, you see clearly that, yes, that was an intelligent question, but the chart is not about sharing money. It's about designing a structure for delivering services to customers. And that structure will work only if the frontline person is empowered. And if middle and top management formulate programs that they will use to deliver the value. All right, now again, we are looking at the evolving views of marketing. How is marketing now evolving? When you came here, you think that production, marketing, finance, human resources are all of equal standing in our business. And the arrogant finance people sometimes think that they are called. But continue to look. There is another view which says that the business of our customers, every business of our customers, the functional area that deals with these customers is marketing. Therefore, marketing should be the most important functional area. Human resource, finance, and production just play supportive role marketing. You can have evolving views of this. You can have another one where the company is about marketing, you have finance, production, human resource playing supportive role. But this is my ideal one. The company is about the customer. The functional area that deals with serving the customer is marketing. To go through the marketing, to go through the customer, you must go through marketing. So whether you are human resource, production, or finance, you must go through marketing to the customer. So you must be a marketing first. You practice your production with marketing in it so that you know that I'm producing for a customer. You practice your HR policy so that you know that you are doing HR for customers. And your HR will be done within the frame of marketing. Finance must be done within the frame of marketing so they can get to the customer. That is what the whole thing is about. Be a marketer first. I remember there was a lady who walked to me here some years ago. Those days, Sedco brings us marketing books and we sell for the students. She came after about 2 lectures. She told me that as a dog, then doc, I am doing HR. Why should I buy a cutler? I said, don't worry. For you, I know your father. So take the book free. I'll go and collect the money from your father. So I gave the book to her, cutler to her, and collected the money from the father. The funny thing is that when she finished school, her HR, her first job was an assistant marketing manager for a hotel in Accra. She worked in that role for like 3 years and moved on to be a marketing manager in another hotel, 5-star hotel. I would say that I'm the the bigger beneficiary of her position because at least every month I get invitation to come and eat free. Coupons, I get them, come and eat free. But the lesson is that you don't know where you end up. Yes, you may be doing finance, you may be doing HR, you may be doing marketing, but you don't know where you end up. Learn all the functional areas very well, irrespective of what you are majoring in. Learn all of them well so that you can really be a master in most of them before you are major. All right, let's look briefly at the company challenges companies are facing, how they are solving them. As again, challenges marketers are facing, how they are solving them. For the companies, most of them, what they are doing is that they are not organizing their things based on traditional accounting, finance, and the rest. No. They are re-engineering their whole processes based on the customer. So if you go to a bank now, there's nothing like accounting department. No. You will find that they've organized around corporate banking, consumer banking, and SME banking. So that is what re-engineering means. Re-engineering means that you are reorganizing your things based on efficiency and customer ease of serving customers. Most companies too are also doing outsourcing. Now, they are asking certain businesses to come and perform certain traditional functions, which are not core to them. They are offloading them to other people to do it for them. At least in the business school now, I know that our security work, this security, no, the cleaning services has been outsourced. So people come and clean. At the end of the month, they are paid. That is all. E-commerce, instead of doing everything in the brick and mortar building, you offload some of the things to the online space and call it the e-commerce. So most transactions are done on the online space. Benchmarking, customer benchmarking. Occasionally, you must benchmark your competitors, find out what they are doing, do something better for your staff. If you don't benchmark customers, you don't know what they're doing. Then you have alliances, form partnerships with other people, and deliver better. Otherwise, if you want to do solo, you may not be able to do all. So look for firms that are reasonably placed, form alliances with them so that the two of you can make the pie bigger. And when you share, you still have better. Then partners and suppliers. Those suppliers who offer you goods and services, those who supply them, treat them as partners. When you succeed, they must also succeed. Your partners, when you succeed, they must also succeed. Be market-centered. When we say be market-centered, what we are saying is that be customer-centered. Your major goal is to satisfy customers at a profit. So once customer satisfaction doesn't come, profit will never come. Then instead of doing everything at the top, decentralize it. Bring the things closer to where the people are. So they will do them. They will put in their own initiative to do them. It's a faster way of teaching and learning. Decentralization. This is what companies are doing. What about the marketing people? What are they doing? One, they are doing relationship marketing, working closely with customers so that they will capture value from them. Customer lifetime value. Keep the customer for life. The longer he stays, the more profitable he becomes. That's another marketing margin. Customer share, yes. Supply majority of the customer's needs. Don't count your customers by the number of customers you have. Count them by the percentage of their needs you are solving in the product category. Then you have target marketing. Don't chase, marketers are not chasing everybody. What they are doing is that they are looking at customers who are profitable and focusing their attention on them. Individualization. Yes. That's what we call market customization. You see, you are producing shirts. the same color, the same material, large in volumes. But when you are ending towards where customers buy, you are calling some of them large, some of them small, some of them extra large, some of them medium. That is what individualization is all about. You are producing goods to match the needs of a certain individual. You have an ideal size and you call that one medium. So that is what individualization is all about. Produce goods to match the needs of individuals. Then customer database. Keep database of customers so that you can use it to contact them when the need arises. Then IMC, integrated marketing communication. Use all the available tools to communicate with your customers. Whether it's social media, it's radio, it's TV, newspapers. Blend all of them to communicate with customers. Then every employee who works in a company must be a marketer. It is not only those who are in marketing that must be marketers. Everybody must be a marketer first. Then the channel members, wholesalers, retailers, treat them as your partners because they represent you on the field. If you are not there, they will be selling to the customers. So they must understand you, they must represent you well. And we call it, treat your channel people as partners. These are the challenges companies are facing. These are the challenges the marketers are facing. And this is how they are solving them. And with this, that will be the end of my slides for the first lecture. Questions, comments, contributions. Questions, comments, contributions. Yes, 2 people have their hands up. How come I don't see you?
Prof, please, I'm Bismarck.
Yeah, Bismarck.
Yes, Prof. Prof, please, my question is about the DVLA and the banking scenario you gave. Is it that the public sector and the private sector have different marketing strategies?
They have different orientations, not marketing strategies.
Different marketing orientations.
Different marketing orientations or market orientations. The importance we give to the customer vary.
Okay, sir. So with the banking sector, when you can I be specific with the banks?
Oh, you can ask a general, you can comment generally.
Okay. So the banks that are related to the government, most of the time they agree on accepting or answering their top managers other than satisfying their customers.
Of course, that same orientation is there. It's for government. When we make losses, it's the government that will pay.
Yes. So, say, how do you?
In fact, it is not only them. All public sector organizations, the behavior is similar. When people were doing MBA free, that they didn't pay. When I came to do my MBA, I didn't pay a penny. You don't know when the lecturer is coming to the class.
Okay, sir.
Today that we are charging the MBA students, you dare not go to the class at your own time. Normally, first day, there's no lecture. Course outlines are shared, and then a promise is that I'm there, I'll meet you the next time. But this, you don't do this to somebody who had struggled to pay fees. He is paying for money. He's paying money, so he must get value for the money he's paying for.
Okay, sir.
That is the public sector orientation.
Okay, sir. Sir, but we need to get solutions to those things because it will still cause the country one way or the other.
It is costing us one way or the other because we think that once it's for government, buying there. Then user, whose name is user? There's somebody whose name is user. Please, next week, when you come here, please change your name. This is a formal class. Otherwise, we'll be seeing a lot of nicknames here. Any other question? Any other comments?
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, please, we'll focus on relationship marketing.
Who are you, please?
I'm Theophilus Etienne, sir.
Okay, Theophilus.
Yes, sir. I'm saying that with a focus on relationship marketing, where do you draw the distinction between public relations and then marketing?
Well, you see, marketing is bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger than public relations. Every company has people it works with. They are called the publics. So public relations is about disseminating, identifying these publics and disseminating information to them. So you can win their support and goodwill all the time. That is PR. But when we talk about marketing, it's about understanding customers. It's about designing goods and services to them. It's about how to price to them, how to promote, how to distribute, so many things. So public relations, people say that is the stepchild of marketing. And the reason is simply, the aim of public relations is not to sell, but to create good rapport between you and your publics. So the University of Ghana, our publics may be the people, the landlords, the parents, the employers, and the rest. Any attempt to disseminate information to these publics, such that we always win their goodwill, is what PR is all about. So the aim of PR is not to sell anything. But marketing is bigger. It includes identifying who our customers are and trying to deliver goods to them, satisfy them, and make money for the organization.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Well, no question and comment. Thank you for coming. I charge the 2 course refs to find an amicable time that next week we'll combine our lecture. When they are able to get a time, they should contact me so that next week we continue. Thank you so much for coming. Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
Thank you.